and interest survey is very important, not only to get the voice of the employees, but also to get their buy-in. And we would really encourage, there's a lot of effort out there as far as participatory, including line level employees in the discussions, helping them build in their voice so they can help you develop solutions. And that voice is so important. So when you're beginning out, you really want to think about having every single opportunity to really tap into what your employees want, have them at the table, and get their voice at both the employer level and the community level, because you really will set forward a much longer strategic plan to get their support, which will in turn help them to make behavior change decisions because they'll be more vested in the process. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. It's a really good one.
In sort of follow up on that, workforce wellness, we've had an innovation summit in Marlborough for the last number of years. And at each of them, we end up with a panel of employers and we ask them what is the most important thing we can deliver as a community for you to not only stay here, retain your employees, buy new employees. The top two have been for the last number of years. One is education, of course, schools. The second one is physical wellness activities. We need something for, and this is coming up to them because they wouldn't be talking about it otherwise. So their employees are telling them we need walking trails, something to do before work, during work, and after work, in a physical activity wellness type of environment. So there is a desire for employers at all size levels in the community for something like this. So I do believe
it's interesting. That's great, and that desire is really important though, because I think again it helps to really set the stage between what's happening, through MetroWest moves, but also through the employers and through the employees, and really developing that platform to kind of bring the voice. You asked for this, you wanted this, you said you wanted this, and here we're going to help you develop programs, activities, supports in the community, and really envisioning it that way. Not immediately positioning it as we're offering you a wellness program because we want to reduce costs.
Right.
It's the wrong step forward.
Yeah.
It may be one of your goals, but I would not put that forward to your employees. You want to talk about morale, you want to talk about recruitment, we want to help you take that step forward to make behavior change. We want to bring these opportunities for you, and really using that light as part of your value planning is really the better way to go to include them from the beginning.
And a great way to get your wellness committee together. I mean, it sounds like you've got some people that are really interested in doing this already, so stitching that will help a whole lot to get that program started.
Can we go back to Lisa's first slide for a minute on the call to a compelling argument? So we've been talking a lot this morning about the business case for the business and the business case for the community, and why it's so important to be linking employees in businesses with the fact that they are residents within their communities. Bobby mentioned the establishment of a prevention and wellness trust fund that came out of Chapter 224 legislation that's going to be $60 million, $15 million per year over the next 4 years. And this money is going to be coming out later this summer or fall in the form of an RFR for communities who, we're still sort of developing the RFR and we're not really sure what exactly the components are going to be, but we know that the most successful applicants are going to be those who are communities linked with their businesses and their schools and their regional planning agencies, so that we really can be doing the complete streets legislation, and we really can be developing comprehensive wellness programs for employees and healthy school environments for our children, and then they have opportunities for walking trails and other sorts of access to physical activity opportunities within the community, because this is where we really think that we need to be as comprehensive as possible to help our residents live healthier lives. So be on the lookout for that later this summer or fall. It's a great opportunity, and networking organizations like this, where we can come in and meet together and talk about what the benefits would be of working together, are going to be successful applicants.
And I think it's so exciting that the three chambers have come together to really bring the voice to the audience. And I think that that's really something you all should be very proud of. And I thank you for doing that. And I think it's a really wonderful opportunity to take this one step forward.
I just wanted to, go ahead, just 1 second, just wanted to share Advancing Wellness. There's some information out there. It's a Massachusetts-based company, and they actually have developed a turnkey approach to helping employers meet the criteria for the small business tax credit. So if you look at that, you'll see what the program is, but it has all of the components in there to go ahead and successfully meet that eligibility. So.
Okay. We want to get all of you out of here by 10. We promised we'd stay on time. My job is to wrap up and close the meeting this morning. Many of you may not know that MetroWest Moves is a fairly new initiative, although Amanda walked through who we are and what we do. We've only been working together for about a year and a half, if that, maybe a year and a quarter. So we think we're doing great so far, and we're really excited to see all of you here to participate and get involved with us. We encourage you to stay involved, stay engaged, make sure we have your email information, check our website out. This Friday, the MetroWest Moves Steering Committee is going to be meeting to look at our strategic plan for the upcoming year and several years out. MetroWest Moves is a 5-year funding initiative, actually. So provided that Congress reauthorizes the funding, we expect to be able to have funding in place to carry our efforts forward for at least hopefully for the next 4 years and beyond. So that's very exciting for us, and that's going to enable us to do things like work with our cities and towns to access, hopefully, some of the competitive wellness trust funds. We plan to be making grant applications on your behalf to try to get some money to build those trails and those sidewalks, doing a lot with Complete Streets. We want employers and businesses in this area to engage with us so that we understand better what your problem concerns are, what your problem intersections are, what your problem sidewalks are. So it's not, of course, just about Complete Streets, but what is it that we can do that will help you? So one of the things I'm curious to know is how many people have a Worksite wellness program now? How many people are thinking of creating a Worksite wellness program? Hopefully everybody, but not sure. So when we'll look at our work plan on Friday, we want to know how can we help you? We've been thinking about some ideas about maybe do we need to bring in a vendor conference where we can introduce you all to the vendors that provide these services for Worksite Wellness. Would that be helpful? We're thinking about for our large employers in the area, those with 1,000 or at least 500 employees, but the larger companies like Intel and Staples, some of the big ones in this MetroWest region, can we bring them together and have them meet quarterly to have a Worksite Wellness Best Practices committees that could then develop and share ideas, but then potentially share those with the smaller companies. We're thinking about that. We're wondering whether or not we can assist in facilitating medical screenings and other employee assessments through the chambers, of course, partnering with the chambers. Is that something that MetroWest Moves could do to help you all? So if anyone has any final ideas, I'd encourage you to talk to someone on the steering committee after this meeting, or share your ideas via email to Amanda. And with that, I want to thank our speakers, Bobby and Lisa, Claire, and Amanda. They've done a tremendous job for us here today, and I thank you all for participating.